today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Cordero Patterson on the return.
Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl as a starter with Philadelphia. They know what he's capable of. This competition is going to be fun.
Now Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
To throw once more on 2nd and 2. Foles, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Here's Foles.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jaleel Johnson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Foles, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Third down and goal.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Back to throw here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 22 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking first down.
5-yard line.
Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that number 1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at
NFL
running the
Madden
ball.
Week
3
Season
tight
1
ends are out there.
82020 games and highlights coming up next of Week 1-5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Slings one that's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Foles pass.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Back to throw again.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
The Bears' 1st down. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Week 1-5 Seattle Seahawks 1-3 Washington Football Team 4-5 final.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Foles. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Week 1-5 Los Angeles Chargers 3-1 Las Vegas Raiders 1-7 final.
Andy Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At at their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive with Cook. He's going to take him down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Cook following the penalty. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Credit that sack to Robert Quinn. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Things progressing to plan so far.
Week 1-5 NFL 2020 matchup coming up next. Kansas City Chiefs 1-2-1, New Orleans Saints 1-0-3.
Hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 40.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Week 1-5 NFL 2020 matchup coming up next. New England Patriots 6-7, Miami Dolphins 8-5.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
These guys have definitely been on play in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Ryan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles gonna let one fly for Robinson. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
They'll set up to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And the Bears first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Ryan Tannehill, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, let's get to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Antonio Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. and they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 21-13, your final score. In the game you're watching, it's the former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Now Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bailey now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. That's caught by Montgomery.
Foles pass. Complete.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up second and
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And now it's second down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Todd Davis. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
touchdown, Vikings.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try by Bailey. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled by the end.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the
and
game.
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. And here now the offense heading back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
Cousins.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Left side, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Foles. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down and goal.
Foles toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Pat O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
The 38-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cousins to throw. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
at the 13-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
Week 1-5 Chicago Bears 2-8 Minnesota Vikings 3-1 final.
It ends on the kicker.
I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Minnesota, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.